Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. God bless you for joining. You are live with Prophet Emmanuel on Wisdom for Life. Let's keep sharing. 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 Let's invite everyone. Let's invite everyone. Tell them Prophet Emmanuel is live. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. I'm doing the same. That's why my head is down. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. Invite everyone. Let's keep sharing. 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 Once you come on, put a comment there. Let's keep sharing so that I will know you are live. Let's keep sharing. God bless every single one. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. This is Wisdom for Life. Okay. Let me just give special shout outs to Stella. Welcome, welcome. Amia, welcome. Mau, welcome. Mary, welcome, welcome. If I see your comment, I'll give you a special shout out. Let's keep sharing. I know everyone is tired from a long day at church, but it's always refreshing when we have to come in and settle. Aggie, God bless you. God bless you. My son, God bless you. God bless you. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. If you want to reach me, my number is up there. You can always contact me for anything. Our service times are up there as well. Tomorrow we've got Bible Digest. Join us on Zoom. Join us on Zoom. So let's keep sharing. Let's invite everyone. Woman of God, Petrina, God bless you. I've got a razor eye this evening. If you start typing, I can even see you. Okay, so we're going to continue the series, A Word to the Wise. A Word to the Wise. This is a series we've been looking at. And as we say always, Wisdom for Life is very interactive. If you've got any question, feel free. You can put it out there. You can put it out there. It could be anything relating to what we're discussing. So you can put it out there. Today we're going to be touching a bit about relationship. We're going to be touching a bit about relationship. So if you've got any question, if you've got any general question on that, feel free. Whether it's marriage, relationship, courtship, I nearly said discipleship. But yeah, I mean, some people through discipleship they start their courtship. So I'm not far from the reality. But yeah, if you've got any question, feel free, put it out there. As soon as I see a question, I'll pause, I'll deal with your question. So don't be shy. You can stop me at any time. You can stop me at any time, and I'm going to answer the question. So there are a few untold things that um, we people need to prepare themselves in any relationship. Anyway, when we say relationship, it's not just marriage. It could be even with friendship. It could be platonic, as they used to say. I don't know whether they use it anymore. It could be courtship. It could be anything. We have to understand what the relationship is there for. But there are so many things that we might know. I mean, Wisdom for Life, we just we just thinkers. We bring things that maybe people are thinking about it or they never thought about it. It doesn't matter. But things that you need to think. I mean, what we seek to do is when we leave here, we want to leave you thinking. Basically, that's what Wisdom for Life is. We want to trigger the mind. So it could be something that you know, but you never think about it. But there are a few untold things that we need to be aware of in any relationship. Yeah, in any relationship. The first thing is when you come in contact with someone, whether it's marriage or uh, dating or anything, what you need to understand, the first thing is that everyone is coming in with a very terrible past, basically. Unless in rare cases where you can meet someone who's never dated and you are the first. But when I say terrible past, everyone has got something in their cupboard that they wish the other person will never find out or never ask. Everyone comes in relationship with something, whether you call it a baggage, whether you call it whatever you want to call it. Everyone is carrying something. So don't be the one trying to be the police officer in the relationship, the investigator, the crime detector. Don't be the one that, God bless you, woman of God. God bless you. As I said, when I see any question or I see your presence, I'll acknowledge it. So, don't be the one to try and fish out things, because sometimes when you try to fish out things too much, you end up exposing yourself. One thing we have to understand is that the past is meant for our learning or education. The past does not build the future. People make that mistake. They think it's the past that build the future. The past builds yourself. Your past cannot make your marriage better. So if you're bringing your past in your marriage, then you bring in your past partner before you realize you're talking about someone that the new person doesn't even want to know about. So your past does not build your future. Your past build yourself. It makes you learn from those mistakes and become a better person, and present that better person to the new person. You don't present the old person or the old stories or the old event to the new person and expect the new person to be better. It doesn't work that way. Often it's broken a lot of relationship. So the best thing that you can do is to try and stay away from the past. I've heard people say, yeah, I want to know what he did before. I want to know what she was about. And that can help me to be able to see who she is now. A lot of people move away from their past, build themselves before they enter into a new relationship. So whether you like it or not, whoever you're going to meet, even business, they've got their hands bitten before. They've had bad business partners before. The last thing for you to do. God bless you. Grace, God bless you. Abina, God bless you. Adele, God bless you all. So yeah, we're dealing with a word to the wise, and we're looking at relationship today. Yeah, so one shocking truth. Hey, God bless you, Shine. Trust you're doing well. One thing that we have to understand is we have to brace ourselves. That person might be holding something, that could be a bombshell. And it shouldn't shock us if we come across it. If they say they've done something well, it's in their past, you shouldn't be shocked. The second thing that you need to prepare yourself, you don't have to be overly surprised, is that you have to understand that every single one coming into that relationship have got their own objective. They all have their own agenda. They all have their own objective. Their own idea about what a relationship look like. And often, because we are not prepared for that, sometimes we tend to um, tag the other person as selfish or self-centered. We don't understand, why they are not on board with you. Look, they've got their own mind coming in. They've got their own way of life. They've got their own plan. They've got their own view of how a relationship should look like. It's down to you to come to a place where you can merge what you have. Don't always think someone has to drop what they have for what you have. It does. And often a lot of relationships get broken. I counsel a lot of couples, married couples, and my husband is selfish. He doesn't understand I'm a woman. I have needs. When he was growing up, he never saw his sisters with needs. He never saw his dad doing. I'm not saying it's justifiable. What I'm saying is he's coming from somewhere, and he's coming with a mindset. So it's down for you to be able to bring the agendas together to say, look, what do you think about this? Let me tell you how I think about this. How can we bring it together and make it one? That's how you make a solid relationship. Don't be surprised if the mindset is different from your mindset. The mistake most people do, or the misconception that people have, is that to be compatible means we have to have things in common. That is not compatible. That is having someone with a similar attribute. It doesn't make people compatible. Compatible is being able to adapt to each other's differences, or adapt to each other's strength, or adapt to each other's weakness. That's what compatible means in relationship, whether it's marriage or any form of relationship. Once you're able to come together and say, this is what you bring, this is what I bring, okay, let's see how we can merge it together, and you're able to work together, or sometimes you're able to drop what you have to take what the other person has, then the two of you are compatible. Because I always say it doesn't take two good people to marry. It takes two people that are good for each other to marry. So you have to be, you have to be good. And the mistake most people do, someone will say, I've got a good friend for you. I know I've got this friend who is a good girl. I know you're a good guy. They come together and they never work because they are not good for each other. You two have to be good for each other, i.e., you need to be able to tolerate each other. You need to be able to understand each other. Now, the third thing is the third shocking truth that most people find out is that the person that you meet might have a very terrible habit. Everyone has got one or more terrible habits. It could be laziness, which is the habit. It could be procrastination. It could be untidiness. It could be the way they talk. Well, that someone would say might be more character than habits, but they work hand in hand. But there's a habit. There's a habit that you will find out. I mean, the day after your wedding, or the morning after your wedding, or you come back and you're looking for all the spoons, they are not there. You look under the bed and you see everything that you are looking for: the spoon, the cup, everything. They eat, they drink, and they throw it under the bed. Everyone comes in with something that you have to learn to go around. You have to learn to embrace. You have to learn to either accept it. There are things you might never be able to change. Things that you can change, we don't need to spend time, days, hours to talk about them. But there are things you might not be able to change. Why? Because that's what makes them who they are. And those things you will not find out until you get to that stage. So those are things that we need to bear in mind. Let me pause here and let me see if there are any questions here. Let me see if there are any questions. Let's keep sharing. 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 If you just join us, this is Wisdom for Life with Prophet Emmanuel, and we are looking at a word to the wise. We are looking at a word to the wise. Things that we need to have at the back of our mind when we are going into a relationship. When we are going into a relationship, there are things we need to have in mind. I'm just checking to see if there are any, checking my phone if I see any questions there. Okay. So when it comes to a partner, when it comes to a partner or a relationship, when it comes to a partner, and as I said, the relationships I'm looking at business relationship, I'm looking at friendship as a relationship, I'm looking at marriage, and I'm looking at courtship or boyfriend girlfriend relationship. So it's key, like things that we need to look out for. Now, what makes a solid relationship? There are five key things that make a solid relationship. And if you have it, or if you work to have it, you can strengthen that relationship. Now, the first one is that a relationship becomes solid if both partners, or at least one partner, okay, so it's basically you looking at it from your perspective. So a relationship can be solid if the other side cannot replace you, or they look at you as someone they cannot replace. For me, that is what I call loyalty. Loyalty is not when everything is okay. Loyalty comes in when there are options. Until there are options, there's no loyalty. When you have the option to go with someone else, and you go with the same person, then that's loyalty. You've got the option to go to a different supermarket to buy something, but you choose to go to the one that you always like to go to. That is a sign of loyalty. So when you're in a relationship where you feel for the other person, or the other person feels you are irreplaceable, it makes that relationship solid. Rebecca, welcome, Rebecca. It makes that relationship solid. It makes it very, very solid. The sad thing is, in some relationship, you've got, the other partner talking to other people, or they are more committed to other people than you. By way of example, imagine you, let's say you're dating someone, but the person has got friends that are more like she trusts more, or she discuss her personal issue with more than the boyfriend or the partner or the husband, it breaks that relationship. You've got a business relationship, and as far as you are concerned, that's the only person you're doing business with, and they are talking to other people. They are trying to rope in different people, and the agreement is for you to, for it to be just between you and them. That's your business. Your contract hasn't ended, but they are talking to other people. That is, the commitment is not there. I remember years ago when I was in uni, I worked in this place. We used to call it Transit Quarters. It was just after uni. Sorry. That place, every single day when I joined the company, every day they are recruiting. Every day, and every 2 weeks they are dismissing someone. They are dismissing someone. If you don't hit your target, you go. It was more like a sales job. And if you don't hit your target, you go. There's no commitment there, there's no loyalty. They are willing to replace you at any time, and they tell you, if you don't perform, someone else wants your seat. You don't feel that relationship is solid. There used to be a Chinese restaurant in Soho. Their food was so nice. They give you 45 minutes. After 30 minutes, they start cleaning your table. They come out. Should I take your plate? Should I do this? Like they are ready because there's a queue outside. You've already paid. You've ate some. They are ready to kick you out. And they don't mince words. Once they hit 45 minutes, they will help you pull your chair back, literally, for you to get up. Or once it's 40 minutes, they remind you you've got 5 minutes. But yeah, food was second to none. But you don't feel loyal. You just go there if you want to eat. For a relationship to be very solid, then you need to feel that they are not looking for a replacement for you. Um, I mean, and often how you even spot it when the other partner in the relationship is looking for other people to endorse what they are doing more than you. It's like they're looking for validation different places. It shows that crack in relationship. It doesn't make it solid. It doesn't make it solid. The second thing that makes a solid relationship, Tanisha, God bless you. Welcome, Tanisha. The second thing that makes a solid relationship is when the other person is more interested in adding than taking. So if you have a friend, any friend, it could be a male friend, female friend, neighbor, if all they are doing is to take from you and they are not adding, they are not making that relationship solid. It's a sign that that relationship will break. It's a sign that that relationship is not good for you. Every good relationship, even father and mother, brother and sister, pastor and congregation, you should feel that both parties are adding. If you're in a church and you're not adding to the church, there's a problem. There's a problem. The relationship between you and the church is not great. And if the church is not adding anything to you, or, someone will say, if your church cannot change you, change your church. If there's nothing being added to your life, you've been there 16 years, the same person. You've been in a company for 5 years, no development, no nothing. The relationship is not great. It's about to break. You need value to be added to yourself. Is there any question? You need value to be added to yourself. That's how you can view a relationship as a relationship that is going somewhere. It's very, very key. Now, the third one is the relationship has to be honest and transparent. Whenever you have any relationship and you have doubt in that relationship, I always tell people they need to be very careful. You can't marry someone you doubt them. You can't live with a man you doubt the man, and there has to be transparency as well. There shouldn't be any worry about what the other person will do behind you. Your relationship with your children, there shouldn't be any doubt. It should be honest and transparent. As parent, Jerome, welcome. Welcome, Jerome. Welcome, Jerome. There has to be that honest and transparency in that relationship. There shouldn't be any panic. I mean, the worst place to be in any relationship is the place of assumption and speculation. Every day you are assuming that your boss has got an issue with you. Every day you are thinking your business partner is going to cheat on you. Not cheat, or I mean like cheat you in that business. You are in a wrong relationship. A relationship should be such that you are not overthinking. Once you overthink, then that relationship has got a crack. Once you are panicking, once you are worried about anything, then there's a problem with the relationship. So it doesn't just go for us to be it's not just for us to be looking out, but it's for us to also put ourselves in that relationship. That place where we are making that relationship work. Number four, the fourth thing that we need to look out for is, or the fourth thing that makes a relationship solid is when the other party or the other partner is content with everything that you offer. I always say in life you need to be content, but you shouldn't be satisfied. You have to be content. Content means what the person is doing is enough. You respect that, but you are not satisfied because you know that you can get more if you if you're in a marriage and your partner is providing XYZ in that relationship. You need to be content. You need to be content. At least you have something coming in. The person is thinking about you. Maybe he takes the bin away. He cleans the whole place. You have to be content. You shouldn't be looking at other people. When you're not content is when you start appreciating what other people have or what other people are doing. The fact that he hasn't got a high paid job, or the fact that he doesn't know how to cook, or the fact that she cannot do something, doesn't mean you have to look at that partner and feel that partner is not enough. You have to be content. Content means I am happy with everything that I'm being given. I'm happy, but I believe more will come. It's not for you to go demanding for more, but it's for you to encourage more to be generated so that you get it. As long as, and the clause is as long as the person is giving you their best. If the person is giving you their best, then you have to be content. Obviously, if let's say your husband can give you, let's say, £200 for shopping and he's giving you £50 because he's stingy or because he's using the money for other things, yeah, then you can be less content and you can be more demanding. But as long as you know that they are throwing the kitchen sink at you, it's for us to be is for us to be content with what is coming in. A lot of relationships have broken up because people are not content with what they are getting. And the worst thing that I often come across is when couples fight over something, then they break up, then one wants to come together, come back, and the person is saying, speak to her or speak to him for me. I'm happy to accept what he or she was giving me. That shows that you were never content when you were in there. Um, I mean, understand that if you go and you come back, you either get the same thing or less because now you are coming. So the person is in a driving seat. So they can choose to give you less. They can choose to give you less. If the person was giving you, maybe taking you out once a week, twice a week, and you wanted more, and because of that, you've been talked out by your friends and you've left that relationship, you come back, it's not going to be better. And you can't walk away from something and come back to it and appreciate it more than when you were there. Unless you go away for a long time and you experience nothing or less than what maybe you've gone to into a relationship, you've had worse treatment than you thought you were having. That I can understand when you come in, you want back what you always had. But if it's a case where you've just changed your mind, that person will never appreciate what they left, because if it was not good the first time, it's not going to be good the second time. We have to understand that if the business deal was not good that was offered, it can be. So we have to learn to appreciate what is on the table, what is being given, because what you have will make someone's year or will make someone's month, not even their day. We often say this made someone's day. It will make their weeks, it will make their month. That means they're going to be happy for a very long time. They're going to be happy for a long time. There are people looking for what you have. You may have a husband, but not a child. You may have a child, not a husband. You may have a job, but not this. You may have this, not that. You have to be grateful. Everyone has something that someone is looking for. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean we shouldn't aspire for bigger things, or we shouldn't aim high in life, but just appreciate what you have, and through your appreciation, bigger and better things can come. Let's take a break here, and let's share. I'm not seeing people sharing. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. This is Wisdom for Life, and you're live with Prophet Emmanuel. Let's keep sharing. So we're looking at a word to the wise. We don't want to talk too much. A word to the wise is just designed for you to take one word away. I'm dealing with wise people. If you take one word, it should be enough to build you. So the last thing that makes a solid relationship, or the last thing that is needed for relationship to get stronger, is respect and maturity. Respect and maturity. For a very long time, I've defined love as respect, trust, and commitment. If someone loves you, they have to respect you. If someone loves you, they have to be committed to you. And if someone loves you, they will trust you. Even your children, because they love you, they trust you, and they are committed. So if anyone is not willing to commit to you, that's why sometimes you find people dating and they don't want any of their friends to know about the relationship. Their families don't know about the relationship. They're not committed. If they're not committed to you, they don't like you. If they commit to you, if you're in a company, they are investing in you and they're committed to you, that means the relationship is there. They care about you. They care about you. But yeah, if those three things are missing, every relationship that respect is missing, trust is missing, commitment is missing, there's a crack in there. This one, there's no two in one. There's no three. There's no one in three. Sorry, there's no two out of three. There's no one out of three. All the three has to work. But a solid relationship, you have to be very respectful and you have to be very matured. You have to be very mature the way you deal with things, you handle things, handle information. You have to be matured. You don't overreact. You don't move by anything. There are a lot of people that, because of immaturity, they've shown lack of respect, because those two go hand in hand. The more you respect someone, the more mature you are. Children, toddlers, they don't have respect for anything. They can take your food and throw it away. If you've got a 5-year old, a 4-year old, a 3-year old, they don't care. 2-year old, 1-year old, that you spend hours to cook, they can literally pull the pot down because they're not matured. So the respect is not there. They can hit you if they are angry because they lack maturity, they lack respect, and that's what happens when um, when respect is missing from one end. It will destroy the whole relationship. It will destroy relationship. In any relationship, whatever you want, you have to be willing to give it. Whatever you want, you don't demand it, you give it to get it. So if you want trust, then you have to be a trustworthy person. If you want commitment, you should be showing commitment in that relationship. If you want respect, you should be showing it. You don't disrespect someone and expect someone to respect you. You don't, you yourself do your things anyhow. You hide your phone and you want the other person to bring their phone out. It doesn't work that way. So you have to understand, these are the ingredients that make a solid relationship. When you have it, it works that way. Now, I'm going to talk about something that I, for me, is very, very vital, especially in a normal relationship setup. Let's say, not too much in a business setup, but more into like a personal relationship setup. And I call it the do's and the don't of relationship. The things that you need to do and the things that you shouldn't do. Those are things that if you don't do them, it can kill the relationship. And if you do them and you're not supposed to do them, it can spoil a relationship. These are things that, if we can learn from, it can build a very, very, very solid relationship. So the first thing I want to sort of like touch on, is that in any given situation, two partners or two couples should not be shouting at each other in any relationship. Um, the couples shouldn't be shouting at each other, or verbally abusing each other in any relationship. If you want your relationship to die, you can start increasing your voice. Um, it will kill relationship. Understand that you didn't marry a daughter, you didn't marry a son, you married a wife. So I know sometimes cultures come in, people feel like, yeah, the man has to have a higher voice, or if if we've talked about respect, if you respect your wife, You don't talk to your wife the same way you talk to your subordinate or the same way you talk to your child. You have to speak to your wife the same way you want your wife to speak to you. So if you want your wife to be shouting at you, yeah, for sure you can shout. But the abusive ones are the worst. The abusive ones are the worst. You cannot use any form of abusive language. Especially people that go as far as maybe insult their partners with physical things. Not only are you killing the partner's ego, self-esteem, but you are killing the marriage as well. The self-esteem of the marriage is going to be crushed. So if you ever tell your husband that he's got a big head, yeah, even though we don't need the magnifying glasses to see that, unless it's a joke that he understands, it's pointless. It's pointless because if it's true, then that means for the rest of that relationship, that person might think that's how you see them. There are some truth in relationship that are not meant to come out. Some truth are not meant to come out. Don't get me wrong, there are certain things you can point to your partner if it has to do it, although in a nice, loving way. Baby, you need a shower or something. It's not an abuse, it's not an insult. And for overly sensitive couples or partners, you know, this platform might not be ideal for you. In relationship, you cannot be overly sensitive. The fact that the woman was asking for more salt in your potato doesn't mean the person is undermining you, unless it wasn't said with love. You have to correct each other, but you don't criticize each other. Correction is different from criticizing. Criticizing is just pointing out the mistakes, but correction is being able to do it. And one thing I learned from management through my management training, even when you are speaking to, they call it the high-low high theory. So if I've got someone, maybe a lazy subordinate, I don't go to the person and say, you're very lazy, you're not doing this, you're not doing your task well. Find something that the person is good at and start with that. Look, you come into work you come to work on time, you're very dedicated, you love the job, and it's very, very good in this place, in this warehouse. You are the one that has been showing a lot of commitment. The only thing we need to work on is maybe your pace. I feel like you're always behind time, but you know, there's the good thing is you always try to stay late to get the job done. So you've gone low, you've gone high, you've gone low, you've gone high. Before you criticize that chicken, praise the potato first. Let us know what we've done well. Then you come in and chastise the chicken for us. Then praise the sauce. Then at least we know there wasn't an enemy in the house. It was someone that really cared. You need to care about the emotional feeling of your partner. You didn't marry someone to make the person worse than you already took the person, or you don't go into a relationship with someone just to destroy them. You want to make sure you bring the best out of them. So let's bear that in mind. Number two, and this is where I might end. Next week, I'm going to continue and I'm going to bring a different dimension to it. Number two, two partners cannot be angry at the same time. Two partners cannot be angry at the same time. It doesn't matter what the conversation is. Every argument is between an adult and a child. Every argument. What tends to happen is the adult becomes a child, and we end up with two children arguing. One person should go back into adulthood, because the moment you start arguing, you're becoming like a child. Maturity doesn't bring argument. Maturity says, let me let it go. Childishness says, let me make my point. A child will try and justify what they are saying. Even when you are saying it's enough, they want to justify. So one person should remember that they are adults. One person should remember that they are matured and say, look, in as much as I have every reason to be angry, I cannot be angry in this situation because I'm measuring the level of anger in that person. The moment you see your partner is upset with something, try not to get upset, because in the only place you don't meet fire with fire is a relationship. Any other thing you can meet fire with fire, but in relationship we don't meet fire with fire. Either than that, the house will burn. Someone has to have water to quench that fire. So even if he's wrong, maybe just leave it. Don't say anything. Don't comment. Just be quiet. Just say, okay, wait till everything dies down. Then you can go there and say, look, yeah, it wasn't done that way. But once you see tempest rising, and you also go there and you put fuel to the already blazing fire, by saying something, or arguing even more than the host of argument, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. A law relationship has seen cracks because of that. Two parties want to be right at the same time. They want to be right at the same time. And maybe I'll chip in the third one, which is the fact that the two of you cannot be right at the same time in a disagreement. The two of you cannot be right at the same time in a disagreement. Look, everyone has got a point, everyone has got a case, everyone is right. Me, when you come to me, I was dealing with this couple, they were both arguing. We did a three-way. I mean, they were dating. I think they had dated for 5 years. We did a three-way. And they were all arguing. And I was listening to it and I realized that, look, they're all right, they're all wrong. Everyone believes they are right. I was not even listening half of what they were saying, because the point, everyone is making valid point. And who is right, who is wrong? One was wrong from the beginning. In the middle, they were right. At the end, they were right. One was wrong, right from the beginning. At the end, they were wrong. What do we do? I said, look, you're all right, you're all wrong. No one is right, no one is wrong. To be fair, you're all wrong for trying to be right. And they were just quiet on the phone. I'm sure they regret coming to me. Yeah, what do you want me to do? You want me to take side, when even if you've made a tiny mistake? I don't care. Maybe out of 10, if one has made 7 mistakes, one has made 3 mistakes, you've all made a mistake. If you were right in 2 occasions, someone was right in 5 occasions, at least you all carried something that was right. So you cannot both be right. Sometimes one of you have to take responsibility for something they've not done, just to keep the relationship going. Saying sorry will not kill you. If you feel like apologizing to your partner makes you lower yourself, then you are dating a very low person. You are in a relationship with someone who is very, very low, that you shouldn't be with. You need to believe that the person is so high that apologizing to them is an honor. There's nothing, there's nothing bad about it. And once we have that in mind, we will be able to live at peace. The key thing is finding peace at all time. That is the secret to every relationship. You need to find peace, something that will make everyone happy. If it means you have to sacrifice something to make it work, you have to. I know some people will say every day I'm the one sacrificing. I was speaking to this lady. Everyone is saying I'm wrong. I'm the one that is doing all the sacrifices. I'm the one that is doing the sacrifices. And I said to her, I said, it's because of the type of relationship you are in. Some relationship, you will always be the right person in there, most of the time. Some relationship, you always be the bad person because you've married someone who cannot accept that they are wrong. And you should have known that before you got into that relationship. So how do you become right in that relationship? If you tell him, you know, it makes the whole thing wrong. So you have to learn to find a way to be right without the person feeling they are wrong or the person feeling you saying they are wrong. So there are ways around it. And next week we're going to go extensively. So this is where I end. I'm going to end it. A word to the wise. At least we can walk away with something. Next week we're going to continue. We're going to continue this month. We're going to look at different aspects of relationships, but we're going to continue from where I'm going to give 9 other points on that, the do's and the don'ts of relationship. I pray that your week will be very fruitful. I pray that everything that you do will be blessing. I pray that you will be able to get to a place where you can build a solid and a strong relationship. Tomorrow we're going to be on Bible Digest. We're going to continue the journey to success, and we're looking at Esther. Tomorrow, don't miss it for anything. 8 p.m. GMT. Let's join Zoom if you want. Zoom details, you can find it on my my Facebook page. On Tuesday, we've got Mystery Corner, 10 p.m. GMT, which is 11 p.m. BST. Let's tune in. And on Wednesday, we've got Destiny Moment. Wednesday, Destiny Moment, we're going to be praying. Wednesday, I want you to get a white scarf. It could be a white handkerchief. It could be a scarf. Just something white. It could be a white face towel. Just get that. We're going to pray into victory. Until I see you again, my name is Prophet Emmanuel. I love you. Remain blessed.